Scarlett Johansson says comments she made about being able to play any type of character amid a trend of political correctness have been taken out of context. She told As If magazine that she believes as an actor, she should be, quote, allowed to play any person or any tree or any animal because that is my job and the requirements of my job.
So this all comes a year after she stepped down from a role as a transgender man in the movie Rub and Tug. Critics called for the character to be played by a trans actor. In a statement to People from her rep, Johansson said that while she stands by what she told As If, she claims her quotes were edited for clickbait and widely taken out of context by outlets who reported on that interview.
In the statement, she added, quote, the question I was answering was about the confrontation between political correctness and art. I personally feel that in an ideal world, any actor should be able to play anybody, and art in all forms should be immune to political correctness. That was her quote.
It's a tough spot that she's in, and kind of like as we're evolving, right, as a culture and having more inclusiveness and more diversity, it's obviously important to draw attention to these things. It's interesting to me that she's become sort of the focal point for a lot of
because
things.
now people are actually calling those things out, but in the past, that didn't happen as much, or it wasn't as loud and in the forefront.
It's a tough line, though, when you look back at all the roles played in the past. You think of Tom Hanks in like Philadelphia and things like that. Powerful movies, powerful roles, and now as we move forward, there's obviously more of a sensibility. It's going to change casting for good, for sure. So in that interview with As If, she had this to say, Scarlett Johansson had this to say about political correctness, quote, I feel like it's a trend in my business and it needs to happen for various social reasons, yet there are times it does get uncomfortable when it affects the art because I feel art should be free of restrictions.
And I definitely see what she's saying. However, there aren't a lot of roles for the people who she's taking the roles from. So in May, GLAAD released a report that found not a single one of the 110 films released in 2018 featuring a transgender character. So not one. TV was a little better. You have shows like Pose and Supergirl, but there aren't just a lot of roles being written for transgender people. And if someone like Scarlett Johansson is taking those roles, obviously there's going to be a backlash, and it's very frustrating for those actors.
So we'll see how all that continues to play out.